Ask a language model a hard question and it answers in one shot, the first thing that comes to mind, straight out the door. No pausing, no second look, no checking whether it actually got that right. Now think about how you work. You write a rough draft, you reread it, you catch the clumsy bits, and you fix them. That second look is where a lot of the quality comes from. What if an agent could do the same thing, review its own work and try again? That's reflection, and it's one of the highest leverage tricks for making agents reliable. Let's unpack it. First, let's see what reflection actually changes. A plain model runs a single forward pass. It reads your request, generates one answer, and ships it, mistakes and all. There's no built-in moment where it stops to ask whether the result really works. For an easy question, that's fine, but on reasoning, coding, or multi-step tasks, that unchecked first draft is exactly where errors sneak through and get delivered. Reflection adds a second look. After producing an answer or taking actions, the agent evaluates its own result against the goal, asks what's wrong and how it could be better, and uses that critique to generate an improved attempt. The same second-guessing you do on a rough draft becomes a built-in loop, and quality measurably climbs over that single pass. So how does this loop actually run? Follow the reflection cycle one step at a time. It begins with a first attempt. The agent takes its best shot at the task, generating an answer or carrying out a set of actions. This draft doesn't have to be perfect, and that's the whole point. It's raw material for the review that follows, not the final word. Then comes the critique. The agent, or a separate critic agent, evaluates that attempt against the goal. Did this actually work? What's wrong? How could it be better? Grounding this in real feedback, running the code and reading the error, or checking a result against a tool, makes the critique far stronger than the model just second-guessing itself. Next, the agent revises. It feeds that critique back in and generates a fresh attempt aimed squarely at the specific problems the review surfaced. Because it's reacting to concrete feedback rather than starting blind, the new version is usually a real step up from the last one. Finally, the loop repeats. Critique, revise, critique again, until the output passes review or a set limit is hit. That stopping rule matters because without it an agent can loop forever or even talk itself into a worse answer, so you cap the passes or stop once the quality is good enough. Boil it down, and 3 ideas carry reflection. At its heart, reflection is an agent reviewing and critiquing its own output. Instead of trusting the first pass, it steps back, judges the result against the goal, and names what's wrong, turning a single answer into something it can deliberately improve. Grounding the critique in real feedback makes it far stronger. When the agent runs the code and reads the actual error, or checks its result against a tool, it gets concrete signal instead of just second-guessing itself. Reflection-style agents even remember the lesson from a failure. Reflection reliably boosts reasoning, coding, and multi-step performance, catching errors a single forward pass would ship. The price is real, though: extra model calls and latency for every review and retry cycle, plus the need for a stopping rule so the loop doesn't run on forever. Alright, let's lock in the essentials. Agent reflection has an agent review its own output, spot mistakes, and try again, a self-correction loop that measurably improves quality over a single pass. The loop is simple. Produce a first attempt, critique it against the goal, use that critique to revise, and repeat until it passes or a limit is reached. Grounding the critique in real feedback, running the code, reading the error, testing against criteria, makes it far stronger than the model second-guessing itself in a vacuum. It shows up as reflection, self-critique, and evaluator-optimizer loops, and its main costs are the extra passes and knowing when to stop. If watching AI agents learn to check their own work fascinates you, there's plenty more waiting at standarity.com. Take a second look with us.